Another gray whale washed ashore in Oregon as researchers race to find out what is killing these majestic creatures. A study earlier this year found in just the last 4 years, the West Coast has lost about a quarter of its gray whale population. So what does that mean for the future of the beloved animal? Keely Chalmers talked to an expert.
Beachgoers spotted it this past Monday, a young gray whale that had washed ashore near Yachats. It was the third whale stranding in Oregon this year.
I was able to get down to the whale Tuesday afternoon and examine it and found it to be a 30-foot juvenile gray whale that had been dead for several days.
Jim Rice is the stranding program manager with the Marine Mammal Institute at Oregon State University.
There were numerous marks on the body indicating that it had likely been attacked by killer whales just before it died.
Rice can't say whether this whale was malnourished and weak, but he says up and down the West Coast there have been an unusually high number of strandings.
We have been involved in what's known as an unusual mortality event.
Gray whales have been dying by the hundreds off the West Coast in recent years. A study earlier this year found in just the last 4 years, the West Coast has lost about a quarter of its gray whale population. And while researchers don't know exactly why, drone footage revealed the whales were much skinnier.
And showing what we call nutritional stress. Which leads them perhaps more susceptible to predation or to disease or parasites or other means by which the animals might die. And we suspect that the food resources that they depend on in the Arctic have declined, and that has, in fact, caused the whales to become less fat, basically, and healthy as they traditionally have been.
Still, the gray whale population is relatively healthy. According to NOAA, there were 122 whale strandings in 2019. As of earlier this month, there have been 43 so far this year. And that, says Rice, is promising.
But I would say that we are not seeing numbers of mortality this year as bad as we saw last year, nor as bad as the year before that. So in that regard, things are not as dire as they might have appeared.
Keely Chalmers, KGW News.